Good afternoon, children. Welcome to the next class of botany. So, we were studying about the topic chromosomal mutation. So, in the chromosomal mutation, we were studying there are two types. One is caused about by the addition or deletion of a individual chromosome or a basic set of chromosome. So, that we studied as the change in the chromosomal number. Next type of mutation what we are going to study today is the change in the structure of the chromosome. Okay, that can also lead to the chromosomal aberration or chromosomal mutation. So here the structure of the chromosome is changing. Now how this change is taking place? Either by the addition or by the deletion of a part of a segment of the chromosome. Then it is called as structural changes in the chromosome. So here structural variation caused by addition or deletion of a part of a chromosome leading to rearrangement of the genes is called as structural chromosomal aberration. So here as we have studied in the structural changes in the chromosome is brought about by the addition or deletion of a part of the chromosome. In a chromosome, any part of it is added or deleted. As a result, what will happen? Again, the rearrangement of gene is taking place. This is causing in the variation in the structure of chromosome. This is called as structural chromosomal aberration. Now, it occurs due to the ionizing radiation or chemical compounds. Already we have studied this mutation is brought about by physical agents as well as the chemical agents. So here, what are the ionizing radiations we have studied? What are the chemical compounds which can bring about the mutation? Already we have studied in a previous class. On the basis of the breaks and reunion in the chromosome, there are four types of aberration. So here we are saying the segment of the chromosome is lost or added. So for this, how many breaks are taking place in the chromosome? Okay, based on that, and next, how this remaining chromosomal segments they are joined or they reunited. So based on that, this chromosomal aberration, structural chromosomal aberration, they are classified into four types and they are grouped into two groups. They are classified into two groups. So first one is change in the number of gene loci. So when this segment is getting added or it is getting removed, the number of genes in the loci, the number of gene loci will be changing here. So position of the genes will be changing here. So this is brought about by two methods, either by inversion or duplication. Sorry, either by deletion or deficiency or by duplication or repeat. Next you are going to study here it is second group is change in the arrangement of the gene loci. So when the segment is getting um, uh, the segment of the chromosome when it is changing its place, so how the arrangement of the gene loci, the locus of the genes they are changing, so that is the second category. So this is by two methods, inversion and translocation. So you can understand it better when we deal with this topic. So first we are going to study about deletion or deficiency. So here deletion or deficiency means a loss of a portion of a chromosome is called as deletion. On the basis of location of breakage on chromosome, it is divided into terminal deletion and intercalary deletion. It occurs due to chemicals, drugs and radiation. It is observed in Drosophila and maize. There are two types of deletion, terminal deletion and intercalary deletion or interstitial deletion. In terminal deletion, only one single break is taking place in the end of the chromosome, and intercalary deletion or interstitial deletion, it is caused by the two breaks and reunion of the terminal parts leaving the middle. So here you can better understand with this diagram here. So figure 3.24. So here you can see a normal chromosome. So the normal chromosome, the series you can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. Now in this series of the segments of the chromosome, here what is happening only in the tip of the chromosome. Okay, there is only one break is taking place, that is between A and B segment there is a break is taking place, a single break is taking place. As a result that A segment is lost. Okay, that is deletion of the segment A is taking place and the remaining segments are present and remaining part of the chromosome is present as it is. This type of deletion is called as terminal deletion. So here in terminal deletion only one break of the chromosomal segment is taking place and that too in the tip of the chromosome. Next we are going to study is about the intercalary deletion. So here you can see in this normal chromosome A, B, C, D, E, F, what will happen? The segment D is removed. For removing that segment D, what is happening? Two breaks are taking place. So here a cut is done between C and D, another between D and E. So two breaks are there. As a result, that segment D is lost. So deletion of the segment D, and this is called, and the remaining segments A, B, C and E, they will reunite. Okay, so this is called as intercalary deletion. So here in the terminal deletion only one break is taking place, and in the intercalary deletion there are two breaks are taking place, and then the reunion of the remaining segment is taking place. So this intercalary, it is called the intercalary, and it is also called as interstitial deletion. Now this is caused by two breaks, that is intercalary is caused by two breaks and reunion of the terminal parts leaving the middle. Both deletions are observed during the meiotic packaging stage, okay, and polytene chromosome. So here this deletions, both the type of deletions, they are observed either in the packaging stage of meiosis or in the polytene chromosome. Polytene chromosome already we have studied. They are the they are the giant chromosomes. Okay, polytene chromosomes, they are the giant chromosomes. They are found only in the specialized tissues of the Drosophila. You can find this. Okay, so that is the polytene chromosome. Also, you can find this deletion of the chromosomal segment. The unpaired loop formed in the normal chromosomal part of the at the time of chromosomal pairing. Such loops, they are called as deficiency loops. So here you can understand this when a chromosomal segment, suppose this is the A, B, C, D, E, F is the sequence. Suppose what will happen in the chromosome after A, B, the C and D segment, they form a loop. They are forming a curve. Okay, so that is away from the normal segment. That is, they form a loop. Then AB and CD is in the loop, and EF is the next segment. When it pairs, what will happen? AB will pair, when the pairing with takes place with the other chromosome, AB will pair, and similarly EF will pair. C and D is in the loop. So pairing for CED is not taking place. Then what that is called as what? The deficiency loop. That is called as the deficiency loops, and it can be seen in the meiotic prophase. Larger deletion may lead to the lethal effect. Suppose if the loss of segment is taking place, if the large segment of the chromosome is deleted, then what will happen? It will cause the death of that organism. Next type of structural change in the chromosome is duplication. Now, this process of arrangement of the same order of genes repeated more than once in the same chromosome is known as duplication. Due to duplication, some genes are present in more than two copies. It was first reported in Drosophila by Bridges, and other examples are maize and pea. Okay, so here you can see in this diagram 3.25. Okay, the normal chromosome A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. This is the normal chromosome. This is the sequence of genes in this normal chromosome. Now here what is happening? The segment BC, they are getting duplicated. Okay, they are getting duplicated. They are getting repeated, and the repeated segment is present immediately in the same order. So A, B, C, B, C, D, E. This is the sequence. Okay, when this here the segment of chromosome is getting repeated and it is arranged in the same order, then this is called as tandem duplication. It is called as tandem duplication. The second case, when the segment BC is getting repeated, but this segment is arranged in an inverted form, that is BC CB. The order is changing. Now they are inverted and then they are added up to the chromosomal segment. then it is called as reverse tandem. Okay, this is called as the reverse tandem. Third condition, the segment BC is getting duplicated, but that duplicated segment is present somewhere else in the chromosomal. Okay, in the chromosome, in some other place it is found. Then it is called as displaced tandem. So here duplication is what? Repetition of the chromosomal segment. So here this repetition of the repeating segment, if it is present in the same order, okay, then it is called as tandem. If it is present in reverse order, we'll call it as reverse tandem. If the segment, duplicated segment is present somewhere else, okay, in the length of the chromosome, then it is called as displaced tandem. So here we'll be studying here. So here duplication, they are of three types: tandem duplication and tandem duplication. The duplicated segment is located immediately after the normal segment of the chromosome in the same order. So here the duplicated segment, as we studied example, BC is getting duplicated and it is present immediately after the normal segment. So this is called as tandem duplication. Reverse tandem duplication. The duplicated segment is located immediately after the normal segment, but the gene sequence order will be reversed. So here what is happening, that the repeated sequence is present immediately after the normal segment, but in a reverse way. Then it is called as reverse tandem. Third is the displaced duplication. The duplicated segment is located in the same chromosome, but they are away from the normal segment. So then it is called as displaced duplication. So duplication play a major role in evolution. So here we have studied in deletion. If large segment of the segment is deleted, it will cause the death of the organism. But if the duplication is taking place, that can lead to the evolution of a new species. So here we have studied, this was first reported in Drosophila by Bridges, and next it is also seen in maize and pea. Next type of chromosomal structural chromosomal aberration what we are going to study is inversion. Inversion, a order of gene in a chromosome by a reverse by an angle of 180 degree. Okay, the segment of the chromosome, they are getting reversed by an angle of 180 degree, then it is called as inversion. So this involves two chromosomal breaks and reunion. So here you can see in figure 3.26 inversion. So here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is the normal chromosome. In that B, C, D segment, they are getting removed. So with the help of the two breaks is taking place, one between A and B and the other between D and E. Now this segment BCD is removed from the chromosome. Okay, and this segment is again joining, but the segment is undergoing a rotating at an angle of 180 degree. It's going upside down, and the order of the sequence will become, and after reunion with the chromosome, the sequence becomes A, D, C, B, E. Okay, so here the segment of the chromosome, they are reversed by an angle of 180 degree. This is called as what? Inversion. Okay, this is called as inversion. So the rearrangement of the order of genes in a chromosome by reverse by an angle of 180 degree. This involves two chromosomal breaks and reunion. During this process, there is neither gain nor loss, but the gene sequence is rearranged. As we can see here, there is no segment is lost, nor the it is getting added up. Only the sequence which was present, they are rearranged. So inversion was first again reported in Drosophila by Stuart 1, 1926. There are two types of inversions, paracentric and pericentric. What is paracentric? An inversion which takes place apart from the centromere. So here you can see again in this figure itself 3.26. The segment which is getting inversed by an angle of 180 degree. In this, the centromere is not involved. Centromere is present after E. In the normal chromosome, if you see A, B, C, D, E, after E is the centromere and F, G, H, I. So here what is happening? The segment of the chromosome which is getting inverse, in that the centromere is not involved. Okay, without the involvement of the centromere, only the segment of the chromosome is getting transverse, then it is called as paracentric inversion. Next type is pericentric inversion. So here you can see in the B diagram, you can see sequence of gene A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Here what is happening? D, E, F, and you can remember between E and F is the centromere. So here now the segment is getting inverse. Okay, the segment of the chromosome, they are getting inverse by an angle of 180 degree, and the sequence is becoming FED. Okay, and when they join, so here what is happening? A, B, C, F, after F is the centromere, ED. So here what is happening? The centromere is also changing its position with the inverted segment. This is called as pericentric inversion. So inversion, we have studied, it is the rearrangement of the order of genes in a chromosome by an angle of 180 degree. So here it is taking place in two ways: paracentric inversion, pericentric inversion. In paracentric inversion, inversion which takes place apart from the centromere, or centromere is not involved in that inverting segment, then it is called as paracentric. Next, pericentric, an inversion that includes the centromere. That also we have studied with the diagram. So what is pericentric inversion? Inversion that includes the centromere, that is in the inverting the segment which is getting inverted, along with that the position of the centromere is also changing, then it is called as pericentric inversion. Inversions can also lead to the evolution of a new species. Next is translocation. Okay. The fourth type is the translocation. The transfer of a segment of chromosome to a non-homologous chromosome is called as translocation. So here what is this translocation? A segment of chromosome is getting transferred to the non-homologous chromosome. Here you can see blue homologous chromosome are represented by blue color and yellow color. These are the two pairs of homologous chromosome in the pair we have studied. Now here what is happening? The exchange of the segment is taking place between the non-homologous chromosome. Okay, so from the blue it will be shared to the yellow. Okay, the yellow is one chromosome, blue is one chromosome. The segment from blue is shared to is transferred to the segment of yellow. This is called as translocation. Okay, so transfer of a segment of chromosome to a non-homologous chromosome. As we already know, what is a homologous chromosome? A chromosome in which one chromosome that comes from the male parent, the other comes from the female parent, and both are of the same type but from two different sources, then it is called as homologous chromosome. Now here this transfer is taking place between the non-homologous chromosome, that is they are not the same type of chromosome. Okay, translocation should not be confused with crossing over. Already we have studied about crossing over. Crossing over is again what? An exchange of the chromosomal segment but between a homologous pair of chromosome. Crossing over takes place between the homologous pair of chromosomes, whereas translocation is the exchange of the genetic material between the non-homologous chromosome. Translocation occurs as a result of interchange of chromosome segment in the non-homologous chromosome. There are three types. They are simple translocation, shifted translocation, reciprocal translocation. A simple translocation is what? A segment of chromosome from one chromosome, it is getting removed and it attaches to the another non-homologous chromosome. Okay, then we'll call it as simple translocation. Okay, just a segment from one chromosome is getting is deleted or it is removed, and that segment goes and attached to the another chromosome which is non-homologous, then this is called as simple translocation. So here also a single break is made in only one chromosome, that is a terminal segment is getting deleted and the broken segments get attached to one end of the non-homologous chromosome. So that's broken segment goes and attached to the another non-homologous chromosome. So that is called as simple translocation. This is very rare in nature. Next is shift translocation. The broken segment of one chromosome gets inserted interstitially in the non-homologous chromosome. Now here, in this shift translocation, what is happening? From one chromosome in the terminal region, a segment is getting removed. That deleted segment or that broken segment goes and adapt in the non-homologous chromosome in the middle. Okay, interstitial means in the middle of the chromosome. Okay, then that is called as shift translocation. Okay, that is called as shift translocation. Next is the third type is the reciprocal translocation. It involves mutual exchange. So reciprocal translocation is what? It involves mutual exchange of chromosomal segments between the non-homologous. Between It is also called as illegitimate crossing over. It is further divided into two types: homologous translocation and heterozygous translocation. Homozygous translocation, both the chromosome of the two pairs are involved in the translocation. Two homologous of each translocated chromosomes are identical. Heterozygous translocation, only one of the chromosome from each pair of the two homologous are involved in translocation while the remaining chromosomes is normal. So here you can see again with the help of the figure 3.27 you can see. So already as we studied, blue is a homologous chromosome, yellows are both the yellow chromosomes are also the homologous chromosome. But when we compare the blue and the yellow, they are the non-homologous chromosome. Okay, so sorry, blue you can say they are the chromosome. Okay, two chromatids of a chromosome. Yellow is the two chromatids of the chromosome. This blue and yellow, they are the non-homologous chromosome. Now here in this, what is happening among the two non-homologous chromosome? Okay, so one blue and one yellow, they are exchanging the chromosomal segment. So here you can see in the blue we have the sequence A B C D E F G H I. Okay, whereas in the yellow we have L M N O P Q R S T. So here what is happening? A B C D E F. After F, the break is taking place and the segment GHI is transferred to the non-homologous chromosome. Similarly, from that sequence RST is getting added up. So here the sequence of the blue chromosome becomes ABCDEF RST. That is, it got the segment from the non-homologous chromosome. Similarly, this segment was exchanged to the another yellow non-homologous chromosome. So here what is happening? Here only one chromatid is involved in this exchange. So this type is called as heterozygous translocation. This is called as heterozygous translocation. Next is what? Here between the two non-homologous chromosome, in both the segments of the chromosome, exchange is taking place. The two chromatids, they are exchanging the chromosomal segments with the non-homologous chromosome. So the sequence is becoming what? A B C D E F R S T. This sequence is found in both the chromosomes. Similarly, both the sister chromatids it is found, and similarly L M N O P Q G H I. It is the sequence found again in both the sister chromatids. So here what is happening? All the four non-homologous chromosome, they are same. Then it is called as homozygous translocation. That is, they are the identical type. So here already we have studied homozygous translocation. Both the chromosome of the two pairs are involved in translocation. Two homologous of each translocated chromosomes are identical. They will be as the parent type, and the two will be two homologous from all the two will be of one type and the other two different. So here they are identical. So they are called as homozygous. Heterozygous translocation, only one of the chromosome from each pair of the homologous, they are involved in translocation while the remaining chromosome is normal. Okay, so here as we study, they are heterozygous. Two will be the parental type and two will be involved found by the exchange of the chromosomal segment. Translocation plays a major role in the formation of species. For the formation of new species, translocation plays an important role. So we have studied four types of structural chromosomal aberration. In that, first one we studied deletion, If large segment of the chromosomal segments are lost, that can cause the death of an organism. Second, we studied duplication. A segment of chromosome is getting duplicated. Then that it is called as what? That can also lead to the evolution. Third time we studied about the inversion. In the inversion type we have studied, because of this inverted segment, what will happen? The uh, that can also lead, after the rearrangement of the genes, that can also lead to the evolution of a new species. And the next last one we studied translocation. So in translocation also we studied, it can lead to the evolution of a new species. Okay, so hope with this we have completed this chromosomal mutation, the two types of chromosomal mutations we have completed. Hope you have understood. We will meet in the next class. Thank you, children.